Who am I, really?
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you. By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name, and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him, count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up, we have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
And this, folks, is Metal Gear Solid 2: The Sons of Liberty HD version for the Xbox 360. Wow, this game is convoluted, incredibly convoluted. So basically what I tried to explain to you while defeating Solid Snake was that they used the data they collected from the first Metal Gear Solid game, where Snake was, you know, taking care of Metal Gear Solid Rex in the Shadow Moses incident, and with that they trained a soldier that, they picked Raiden, who had a history of being he had combat experience because he was a child soldier in a civil war, and well, basically what they wanted was someone who was like Snake that they could use to test out a scenario that was based on the Shadow Moses incident, to put GW, the Arsenal Gears AI, to the test by overloading it with information and testing and seeing if it could filter out the important parts, is what I gather from all the things that they talked about, because they covered a lot in this last hour of the game. Oh my god! Like I told you, when I beat this for the first time as an adolescent, I had to play the game like twice or 3 times to even begin to understand what was going on. Like the first time I went through the game, I got here and I was like, what just happened? What the hell? Like, this story is nothing like the first game. Also, in the end, I don't know if you noticed, but when Raiden held the dog tags, the name that was there was Hideo Kojima. That was because that's the name we input into the first node we came across in the game. It would have been whatever it is you input there. It's pretty interesting. And I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. This is certainly a very good game. The story is obviously convoluted, but it's very well written, and this is something that's very hard to achieve, because convoluted stories, if not written by someone with you know, with someone that's actually good, by a good writer, very easily sprout a ton of plot holes, and as far as I can tell, there are none in this story. I don't know, I'm no analyst, but from like an amateur point of view, a fan point of view, I can tell you that there are no plot holes in the story, at least so far. I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4, so if possible, try not to mention anything from Metal Gear Solid 4, because at one point or another, I'm going to beat that game. That game is awesome. I don't own a PS3 at the moment, so I can't play it. But yeah, and also this HD version of the game, I thought it was very well made. Unlike the recent Silent Hill remake they made, HD remake they made, this one is very well made. Aside from very few graphical glitches that I noticed, like just minor things like flickering of textures, and at a certain point during the game when you fight Solidus on the bridge, like he rushes you and during a cutscene, and his cape burns, and for whatever reason in this version of the game, the cape just disappears from one frame to the next. It doesn't really burn, it just pops out. You know, aside from those little small things, this version of the game is actually pretty good. I would say that this is definitely the ultimate version. If you were to play the game now for the first time, I would advise you to pick the HD versions of whatever game you want to play, because this game came with Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and Peace Walker, if I believe. Yeah, those 3 games. So yes, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. I certainly did. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next playthrough. Also, if you want to skip to the end, you can, and there will be a little bit of a cliffhanger, I suppose, by Snake. So I'll see you next time.
It's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip away. I'll find the joyful looking for way back in yesterday.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disk.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but
But what?
they're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?